Shalom. We want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Rakak,
Rakah,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David, the elect man pushing his truth and faith and sincerity. And it's the brother Yatazakah,
Brother McCoy.
and we just gonna jump right into the scriptures. This is Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, "The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold, therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing."
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so it say the sluggard, will not plow by reason of the cold. What's the plow represent? The plow represents the work, the ministry, Yahweh Shem Shai, hitting the highways and the byways, putting up videos week in and week out, being brotherly, giving alms, etc. Those are the examples of your plow, plowing, you know. So it says the sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold, which you know Jake will come up with plenty of. The cold represents the excuses and the justifications that Jake doesn't want to plow. Well, I got shoulder problems. I got back problems. Okay, it's cold out there. I can't stay out there too long. I got to be home at this certain amount of time. I can't do this and that because I got this and that going on. Pretty much, that's the cold. You know, it says, "Therefore shall he beg in the harvest and have nothing." And the harvest represents the kingdom of heaven. Well, ultimately, it represents the that's the parable of the virgins, the 10 virgins. Let me get that real quick.
God.
No, I think it's Matthew 25, but let me just make sure. Type in 10 virgins. Yeah, Matthew 25. Yeah, because the harvest represents the kingdom of heaven. So let's go here to Matthew 25. This is Matthew 25, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom," which the 10 virgins represent the hopeful elect, those who are striving to, those who have the plow, pretty much. Those who were plowing, or those who could plow, you know. And it says, "which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom," and the bridegroom represents Yahweh Shai, because he's bringing us back to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who is the husbandman, you know. It says, "And 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish." So 5 of them was wise, and 5 of them was foolish. The 5 wise ones was representing the ones who went out there and plowed, even though it was cold or not, if it was cold or not, you know. Verse 3, it says, "They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them." And those who took no oil with their lamps, those was the ones who had to plow, but then go out and plow because it was cold, or only plow when it was warm and fair out there. It says, verse 4, "But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out." And that's in representation to when the harvest come, and then you're gonna be begging, but you ain't gonna have, because you ain't gonna have no oil. That when it say have nothing, that represents the oil that you gotta have to meet the bridegroom, to go into the bride chamber. I'm gonna read verse 9. It says, "But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut." So you're gonna be begging for the oil, in the time when the time of the wedding comes, which represents the harvest, which represents the kingdom of heaven. Okay, but you're not gonna have the what it takes to reap the harvest. All right, because you didn't plow, and it's gonna be too late from that point. You can't plow then. All right, you can't say, "Well, now I'll go out there." No, you gotta plow right now, and ultimately, you're not gonna have nothing. You're not gonna receive the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna be uh open for judgment. Pretty much. You got something else, bro?
Yeah, Proverbs 13:4.
It's Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, "The soul of the sluggard desireth and have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat." Woo!
You got it, bro.
Yeah, it say the soul of the sluggard desireth. Which, let's get this word sluggard. I looked it up before, but let's look it up one more time. Sluggard. Ooh, it says Zal, sluggish, lazy, slothful. Slothful. Yeah, so you lazy and slothful, man. You know, so a lazy, a lazy nigga. He desire, which that word desire means less. So, the spirit of a lazy man, which represents him that doesn't want to plow in the cold, because it's rigorous, because it's rigorous work. He desires to get, you know, what it takes from plowing. He desires to get the rewards. He want to be great, but it says and have nothing. Why? Because he ain't putting in the work. All right. What the scriptures say: if you don't work, you don't eat. You know. So if you can want it all day, but what are you gonna do to get it? You know. It says, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. But the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. And who's the diligent? The diligent are those who are putting in hard. Because one of the synonyms for the word diligent is hard work. So you got to put in hard work. You gotta go hard, man. It said the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. You know, and that fatness represents all the promises that that Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna give to his man. I got a precept out.
Time.
It's I had another one too, but it escaped me. Lord willing, they come back. This okay, my fault. Let me get it. My fault, bro. Satan. Ecclesiasticus 9. It's 8. It's like Ecclesiasticus 8. 8 and 15. Yeah, I don't know. It's my fault, brother. I know I hate that. My fault, brother.
What are you looking for?
It's in the book of Sirach. I know where it said. Oh, it's 7 and 15. I'm putting in 8. I put 8 and 9 and 15. My fault. This Sirach chapter 7 verse 15. Hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which husbandry is another word for plowing. It says, which the Most High have ordained. So it says, hate not laborious work, which the laborious work represents diligence. That's hard work. That's what diligent is. So you don't supposed to hate not you don't supposed to hate laborious work. Hard labor. You know that's that's what a lazy, slothful person would do. They man, I ain't gonna do all that because I don't want to work. I ain't trying to work. Like I want it, I want the money, but I ain't trying to go hard. I ain't trying to work my ass off to get the money. So, Lord willing, it just fall in my lap. It says neither husbandry, which the Most High have ordained. And husbandry means is another word for plowing. So the Most High has ordained you to plow, nigga. If you a full grown man, your ass need to be putting in the work. Sorry to be so blunt about it, but it just is what it is, man. You know, well, it say the Most High ordained this. He ordered you to do this. It wasn't like he just said, you could do it if you feel like it. If you feel like it, when you want. I'm on your turn. I'm on your time. No, he ordered you to do this. You know. You got something, bro?
Yeah, let me see. Luke 14:23.
I was thinking of that earlier. This Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
That's plain. He said you gotta go into the highways and hedges, and if that's not what you're doing, you're not the disciple of Yahweh Shai. You're not walking his footsteps. You're not a so-called Christian because you're not doing as he did. And doing as he do is going into the highways and hedges, being brotherly, and doing as much work as you can. That's how you follow the example of Yahweh Shai. Not being on a keyboard, not just doing sit downs, not just being a weekend warrior coming out and then not doing nothing else throughout the week. Yahweh Shai not dealing with none of that garbage.
I got one for you. It's Revelation chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
So in other words, if you're not taking advantage of the spirit that you got from Yahweh Shai, it's going to be taken from you and given to somebody else. And you're just going to revert back to a nigga or a bug out.
Okay.
Because you gotta be out for this truth. Ultimately, there's no way you should cool down in this truth while we're getting treated like garbage. Our people are dying every day. We getting treated like niggas. We getting followed around stores. We're getting called all the worst names you could think of. How can you get used to that? Especially after knowing what you know. You should be on fire for this. You should be looking for prophecies to pop off. To get up out of here. You should be hot for this. The only way you're not hot for this is if you love it here in America. It's pretty much that simple.
Bro, let me keep reading for you, bro. Because it's going perfect with what you're saying. This verse 17. It says, Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
You got it, bro.
So you pretty much saying, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't need to do all that in this. I'm cool with the current state of how things are now. You know, yeah, I understand that these things are happening to some of my people, and our situation could be better. But I'll make sure that I'm straight. I'll make sure I'm straight, not knowing that really you are miserable, wretched, poor, and blind and naked. Because this world's been covered with gross darkness, man. This place is completely foul. This nothing good can come out of this place, man. You know. Uh, so you should more than be willing to do the work for Yahweh Shai. Well, look how our Lord, who got up on the cross for your sins, endured the contradiction of other sinners upon himself. Look what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Being in this world. You should be more than willing to, do whatever the Lord asked you to do after he did that. You know.
Uh,
Uh, I'll read verse 18. It says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich in white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. You know, and this in the red. So Yahweh Shai said this himself. He said, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. That means you gotta go through the baptism, which the baptism is a baptism by fire, man. You know, which the fire represents you know the harsh things you have to go through in the ministry of Yahweh Shai, Shai, which yeah, putting it, going out on the highways and the byways, putting up videos, being consistent, being steadfast, that can be considered hard work, but at the same time, it's really not nothing, man. And it's really for your own good, because it said that when you do this, your nakedness shall not appear, and you will anoint your eyes with outside, you'll be able to see through the darkness. Ultimately, it's building you up. It's for your own good, you know.
Yeah, now,
Your phone going out a little bit.
you hear me now?
Yeah, he broke.
Yeah, and that nakedness is going into being blameless.
Con.
Because Yahweh Shai, his blood is only going to cover the elect. And everybody else is going to be found naked and sin, just like Adam was.
Con. That's right. Damn. Yep. That's right. Yeah, that white raiment. That white raiment represents that oil that you gotta have. You know, when you getting ready to go into that bride chamber. Yeah, that was a great point.
And purification.
Con. That's right, bro. You had another precept, bro.
1 Timothy 5:8.
First Timothy 5:8. It says, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel."
And our house is Yasharala.
Mm.
And how do we provide for our house going out here doing the work, getting the videos up throughout the week? And if you don't do this, you deny the faith. And you are worse than an infidel.
Damn.
You worse than somebody who committed adultery. You worse than somebody who's bowing down to Allah. You worse than somebody bowing down to Jesus Christ. If you're not doing the work, if you know about this truth and you ain't getting down with Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you're not putting the videos up throughout the week, you're not going into the highways and hedges, you're not being brotherly, you are worse, you are the scum of the scum. Like how
Hold on one second, bro. My fault, brother. Salakia Akim. Yeah. But yeah, Khan, you was going into what I was saying about Kakashi. How you say it?
Yeah, like Kakashi got like Kakashi off of the show Naruto. He says those who break the rules are scum, and if you breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you are scum. But then he says, but those who abandon their friends are less than scum, and that's going into you Jakes that don't wanna do this work. Y'all abandoning your friends, y'all abandoning your posts. Basically, the house is on fire, and y'all decide, you know what, I'm just going to get myself out. If everybody else in the house sleeping, if they die, they die. I got to get myself out. And that's a coward, and that's 2/3 of our people. But more so with the other ones in the truth who know better, who ain't doing better.
That's right, brother. You made me. Let me get this one quick one. I gotta get ready to wrap it up. But you got any more?
Nah, yeah, bro.
I got two more. I just want to get this to back up your point. This 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9. For we are laborers together with Yahweh. Ye are Yahweh's husbandry. Ye are Yahweh's building. Whew. So ultimately, we are laborers together, man. We work together. Uh we all count on each other, man. We all need each other. It says we are laborers together with Yahweh, which Yahweh he ultimately provides for the house in Israel. Then it says, "Yea are Yahweh's husbandry," which husbandry we went into how that represents plowing. All right, so we are Yahweh Bashem Yahweh's workers. All right, and it says, "Yea are Yahweh's building." So we also are the house in the building of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. You know, So like the ox said, you can't just abandon the house. If the house on fire, you make it out the house and it's on fire, but multiple your family in the house on fire, you're gonna be like, yeah, I made it out, so they'll be all right. I'm sorry, I ain't going back in there. You a bitch ass nigga, man. You know. Let's get this. We can end off on this, bro. This Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. For Yahweh by Shem Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
Yeah, God, because you gotta gird yourself up as a man now. In the world, you got women. They only down with you if you hot. But if you not hot, they out. And you got a lot of our people in the truth. They got that same spirit. If they feel like Yahweh Shem outside is not providing to the level that he should be, they out of here. But Yahweh Shai said his father had chosen the poor of the world. So Yahweh, he's not going to be giving his men out here balling out money. That's not going to happen. They're not going to get. They're not going to have all these women. Okay, he's going to leave them at a level to where they can be content. He's going to leave them at a level where they won't fly off, so to speak.
Right.
And you got our point, but we got to endure through that hardness. We going to get. Well, if you endure to the end, you're going to get the crown, and ultimately you're going to get the safe passage through the destruction is going to come to this place.
That's right. And in verse 10, it said, for Yahweh by Shemel Shai is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. So this actually is love. This how you show love to your brothers. This how you show love to Yahweh by Shemel Shai. And ultimately, you doing that, which you should want to show love to your brothers in your nation and the Most High and our Lord. Anyway, you should naturally want to do that. Why in the hell wouldn't you want to do that? It's some is you're wicked. You real fucked up if you wouldn't want to just do that automatically. But what say y'all?
Leaving niggas in the house burning up.
Bro, yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up for that. Like you need to really examine yourself if you think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nobody should have to tell you to wake people up on the way out if they your people.
Right.
Should have tell you to do that shit.
That's right, bro. That shows how much of a fucked up person you are, bro. Like, how could you be able to live with yourself after that? I wouldn't be able to live with myself after that, bro. I got my two daughters in the house. Is burning up. I made it out. I'm like, nah, I ain't going in there for them. I'm sorry. I love you. Like, what the fuck? Nah, man. But also within that, it said Yahweh Shema Shai is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. So Yahweh Shema Shai, he gonna not only he not only are you doing what you should be doing naturally as a sincere person or human being, like Esau would say, but on top of that, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna still reward you for doing that, So why not? Why not? But yeah, that's it, bro. You got anything else to add? Well, with that, we want to give our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Rakah,
Rakal,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David. Shalom to the elect.